Kani kadega batesi TV, bat pidang pet yaki kubor baman kasni, balawan rasha pi da ka orange Nissan, lom so po niya Fabricate Shillong, ringkat bat ka BDW International School Nongmansong, Langkarding Shillong. Admissions open now.
Kajing rakhi ya ka National Road Safety Week. Kalakut no hagasing thok ding jong tayo ka khan nyaw tarik ukalalangkot arjar arpo. Da kajing yalang balapun long Shillong Law College. Lapdiang songba ya barok ki balawan ni simenta balapun buat da kajing ai songba ya ki kenrem kilendan. UBD Marak, Superintendent of Police, wadai pek ya katanat penyai kali, Hais Khazils District, ulakren halor kejing don kam jong Nongñiah kali, banlong kiba adkar, kiba kongo ya ka anya kali, bad kiba buat ya kirukam penyai kali. Hagani kasing la pelong ru ya kejing hikai, halor kejing ai jing rap bakerki lani ka first aid training, dau instructor jong ka GVK EMRI, iway not pra, u if birth time. Kiway bala ajing keren ki kentup yo president ka governing body jongkani ka college UGS Masar baru I assistant professor ikong dayo hunnen maulong. Shibenta jong ka jingrakhi yakane ka National Road Safety Week ka ba life way menta nadok ka khatway tarik hadok ka khatnyo tarik ko kelalangkot arjar arpo ki pulit nong penyai kali kila ai da Tiew Kulab sya gitu Nongñiah kali arsyaka laisyaka bat sausyaka kumju kum gadak ban ajing sneng om da ka badain kuna.
We are giving the roses to the traffic violator today instead of taking fines. That is the unique way which we have done today. Of course, we have been doing it right from the Monday, like distribution of leaflets, pamphlets, then awareness campaign, awareness. And this time we have chosen the youth group. The youth group, we are as much as possible taking the cooperation of the youths in giving awareness for this traffic. Why? I've been telling everybody, means to all the authorities concerned, it's a major menace, I'll tell you. It's a major menace because, see, we feel that we are educated. We feel that we are educated. I may be doctorate, I may be MPhil, I may be LLB, but I tell you with full guarantee, we all are illiterate and uneducated in terms of traffic. I think everybody will agree, right? Because why? During my school time, my teacher does not teach me about traffic education. Does your teacher teach you traffic education? No. That's why you are illiterate in traffic. Okay, we are giving awareness campaign. See, 10 times to 20 times in a year. But how much does it help? Because traffic, it has got a huge syllabus. Huge syllabus. Memorizing or putting it in your head, even for the one signboard of traffic signage, it will take time because we get confused. Because there are lots of traffic signages. Which signages is what? Even me as a SP traffic, I fail to understand. If we study each and every signages, I think we might finish our doctorate or started finishing thesis writing, research work, something like that. Okay, so that's why I tell you, we are all illiterate in terms of traffic. Okay? See, the causes of the road accident. Number one is road engineering. Everybody used to blame traffic for the road accident. It's because of the unregulated traffic the accident used to occur. No. Number one is road engineering. And I'm telling you, in the world, in Germany only, there is only one road where you can travel 120 kilometers per hour, but in that speed also you will never make an accident. Why? Because the road engineering is so good that you are not bound to have an accident. In the world, there is only one road, that is in Germany. Traffic engineering in the sense that traffic police does not have the knowledge about engineering. We are not technical expert. We know how to just put the hands stop, chalo, jao, only that thing. We are not that engineering expert. So this traffic engineering comes under the technical purview. So whenever there is any planning, designing of the road, it's not only the road design or road engineering, but traffic engineering has to be incorporated. Which way you have to cut right angle, which way you have to put a bend, so that the vehicle, when they take a turn, does not topple. That is engineering. So lack of monitoring agencies, of course, it's true. Then the most important here in road accidents is human negligence and error, whether you will agree with me or not. Human negligence. Yes, in fact, every accident cause is due to human negligence, but still we blame road engineering, traffic engineering. Yes, no doubt it may be 5%, 10% like that, but human negligence and error amount to 70 to 75% of negligence. See, that orange one also, we have just divided like that, 5%, 3%, 2%, 4%, but see, 86% are the causes of human negligence for the road accident. Next. See, I tell you, education of road user, I was telling you, no? We are illiterate and uneducated in terms of traffic education. I may be masters in so-and-so subject and so-and-so, but I tell you, we are illiterate. So, this traffic education is a continuous process. It's a huge syllabus. From 2017 only CBSE has inducted this traffic education in the syllabus, but only few schools adopting, forget about state syllabus. Only CBSE started incorporating in their curriculum from 2017. It's just a merely 2 years, and that also not entire school is being adopted. A good traffic depends on all these things. Number one, again I come back, it's education. Everybody in this day, we need to have a traffic education. Without education, we are illiterate. Engineering, of course, it's coming up slowly, but in this engineering also, I'm telling you, the person who passed a civil engineering, I bet, does not have a traffic engineering skill. Traffic engineering skill is something very different from the civil engineering or mechanical engineering, something like that. It has got a separate course, separate research thesis, everything you have to do. That's why in center now they started appointing this traffic engineer. Then next, this engineering also working to some extent. Education is nil. Then emergency. Emergency in the sense like 108. 108 is doing a tremendous job. Sometimes they beat even the police before the police reaches, 108 reaches. They're doing a tremendous job. So thank you for 108 services. And out of that, even fire service, of course, this emergency service are rendering yeoman service for our community, everything. So that I don't want to comment. So enforcement comes to khaki wardiwala like us. So when we enforce in black and white and in true spirit, then we are in bad books, right? But still we are enforcing. So evaluation. This evaluation, there is a committee in the state, in the district level. Whenever there is any accident, okay, whenever there is any accident, how this accident occurred, what are the factors, all this we evaluate and we try to rectify that particular road. Why? Every time, every accident happens only in this area, so that a group is there. So for entire 5E, okay, a good traffic is always with 5E, education, engineering, emergency, enforcement and evaluation. From this 5E, 4 E's are working in our state. And the number one and the most important E is absent in the attendance register. Okay, next. So, like I said, in a particular, this is about black spot, like I was telling earlier. why the accident occurred in the particular spot. That spot we used to identify as the black spot. And when we identify as a black spot, we write to the PWD or to the implementing road agencies to rectify that road to prevent road accident. So basically this is known as black spot of that particular area. Next. Yes. Are you aware of this road safety audit? We have seen audit office auditing about money. We know only about banking system auditing. There is an audit system for the road also. And I tell you, we are traveling in the road where it has not been audited. 90% of the road in East Khasi Hills, I will not talk about others, Meghalaya, in East Khasi Hills, the capital of the Meghalaya, are not audited. When we audit the road, they give certain recommendations to rectify the road, right from the conception of the designing, construction, everything. The contractor of that particular road or the engineer, they have to incorporate that recommendation from this audit. Who are the audit teams? These audit teams are independent agencies comprising of from the IT college, from the means it's a combination of all experts. They make a team. From our side, from the road construction side, recommendation has to be made that this road has to be audited. Then that particular road will be audited and give the recommendation so that the traffic safety is constructed as per the norms. This IRC means Indian Road Congress, and this point number 88. It's mentioned that road safety audit, there is a manual. Our roads are governed by Indian Road Congress manual. In that manual number 88, SP 88, this auditing is mandatory. Mandatory. You will hear in the news that why the Maulai bypass has been made one way. Yes, of course, it's my decision to make one way. Why? Because that road has not been audited. The safety barricades, it's not in place. The road signages is very less. Of course, now it's coming up. That roadside barricades are coming up. Rumble strip has not come up. Speed reduction strip has not come up because it's very steep slope and it's very high. So think about it. If we make a two-way, this road, this Maulai bypass connects in ISBT, that main highway. When we go down from this Maulai bypass, I as a normal driver will zoom up. There is no speed reduction just before reaching the national highway. Then what will happen? When we zoom up, the vehicle which comes up from the Guwahati towards Shillong also, they will have a... For that reason, I have stopped. But there are so many protests and all. Of course, now I could manage to make them understand. That is why this road is still one way. Otherwise, we could have made two way. These are the few things which I want to show you. You all are drivers. I am also a driver. We are always in a hurry. Somebody blocks that, or as a police make a siren, like that. No? But see, even the ants, they walk in lane. Sin, no? You must have experience. The ants never goes in chaos unless you stampede or something like that. The ant always crawl in a line. So if these ants can go in the lane system, as a human being, why we cannot go in the lane system? Now I come back because we don't know. My teacher does not teach me about these things in the school. Okay, it comes back to the education. Okay, next. This is one which is very important. Whenever we get hold of any person driving with the mobile phone, talking on the mobile phone, they said, "Arey, my mother is sick. My wife is asking me to call. My girlfriend is this. My fiancé is this, that." They used to give us many excuses. So one thing I used to tell: if that particular call is very important and urgent, why don't you cite yourself and make a call? Suppose you are talking on the phone and driving with one hand, something happens in that fraction of second. You know what? In order to take accident, only 3 seconds is required. Within that 3 seconds, if you happen to leave, you leave. Otherwise, Yamraj aa gaya to. That's why in that golden rule of traffic, that 3 seconds is very important. Because it's a mechanical calculation. When you put a brake, at least it needs a 3 seconds to put the vehicle into stop mode. So that 3 seconds is very important. If you are riding beyond 90, 120 or 130, that 3 seconds, Yamraj is already in your back. That's why we have that few golden rules. In that golden rules, that 3 seconds is very. That's why when you drive a vehicle, also always maintain that distance. Why we always scream at the people that maintain distance, so that this mechanical in your vehicle get up time to, when you press the brake, get up time for the vehicle to stop before it touches another vehicle. That's why this 3 second rule is very important, and this 3 seconds applies to you as a human being also, not only for the vehicle. Within that 3 seconds, okay. So this mobile phone, see, nearly 25% of all traffic crashes involve someone talking on the cell phone. Our life becomes so busy that even driving also, we cannot get off our cell phone. So I suggest, instead of literally holding your cell phone or something, either you put an AirPod or earphone or something like that, so that your hands are free. So always use hands-free mobile while you are talking or driving.
Accident ni Nongñiah sabar akan negara. Dia sebut gesture apa? Dia video video. Pak, mana apa dia? Dia kan mau barabar bersetel. Barabar nampak ni nampaknya.
Tiêu và ai kia thì tiêu và phần đen là mình đây cũng được. Vâng, cái phần đen chúng ta cũng thấy cái sao là mình đây cũng được đó. Đây, đây, đây kia. Cái chúng đây thì. Vâng, đây là sự cần. Vâng.